Hi, my name is Deannas, and this is my Community Partners project for Foundations of Civic Engagement class. I chose to volunteer with a very nice lady who owns a company that does journaling, and so that goes hand in hand with the topic of my group, which would be health and well-being. And this is my project, so I hope you enjoy it. So the problem that I have discovered in our community and in our population, in society, basically, is that there's just so much fear and anxiety, um, isolation from everybody. Everybody can stay at home and order food and grocery shop and shop for everything. It's possible where you don't even have to leave your house anymore, and no one's getting any social interaction that way. And of course, we all know it started with COVID, but it's continued and it's just getting worse. And it's really hard to see an end in sight. I believe that this topic is near and dear to my heart, as I do work in the substance abuse and mental health field. And I also am in recovery myself, from addiction. So a lot of the things that I see are things that I can identify with. I know that I've watched the world change over the last few years. I've watched people and society changed. I've watched the mental health illnesses they've just gotten so much worse, and there's so much of it. You know, Statistically, I'm not sure what the numbers are, but I would say 3 out of 5 people have a mental illness, even if it's just a mild one. And the biggest one that I've noticed is anxiety, the fear, the social isolation, like I said, and people having to look at change in their life and how scary that can be for some people. It takes wisdom and courage to let go of the familiar. Change is difficult, even when we know it's in our best interest and what we need to do to live our best life. Consider these questions in the context of specific people, environments, circumstances, personal or work habits, limiting beliefs, fears, hurts, etc. In order to create positive change in our lives, we must be attentive to the things that require healing or that must be released or let go of. The releasing process is just that, a process. However, the first step, importantly, is honestly assessing and accepting that which is ready to be transformed. So the reason that I chose the Purpose Journey and Purpose Journal community partner is because I have worked with people for many years that have a lot of emotional baggage and have a lot of hurt and have a lot of things inside them that they need to release. And I met Lisa when she came to my job and did journaling workshops with the clients. And she was just very unselfish, and she just had so many beautiful gifts and ideas, and she's extremely talented with the way that she puts together handouts and the way that she draws the information out of people. And she's very compassionate and empathetic, and she uses those gifts through her business. And she's very selfless as well. She does a lot of pro bono work, which is what she does for us at DLC. And I've just seen the many benefits of her teachings just have a positive influence. So that's why I chose this community partner. So as I've already mentioned, the world is changing, and there is a noticeable increase in the cases of mental illness, anxiety, phobias, OCD, things like that are just really much more prevalent today than they were even 10 years ago. There's not much downtime. Everyone's in a hurry to get somewhere. And it doesn't seem like there's still 24 hours in a day. And managing our time is a huge hurdle in today's world. Everything is just such instant gratification, and we really need a place where we can just relax. And so I love the vision that the Purpose Journey has to uplift the human spirit, deepen their connection with others, and to embrace and expand our sense of humanity. So when journaling, there's always a goal, and the way to achieve these goals is through using evidence-based curriculum that prompts people to search within themselves for maybe the answer to a question they've been asking themselves for a long time. Also, it's good to use open-ended questions that really trigger a thought or a memory, and that person is able to go more in depth with their answers. And so then they can start journaling about that. And when you start writing, it just seems like it just flows out. And you just write things you never realized were inside of you, whether they're coming from your head or from your heart, or from a place of pain inside of you that needs to be released. It helps the clients be more purposeful in discovering their strengths, their values, their goals. It helps you discover that you have morals and beliefs. And it also brings out your inner strength and shows you that you are capable of being courageous and brave, and maybe taking that leap of faith that you've always been scared to do this certain thing, and now you see that your strength is there, and maybe it'll prompt you to do it. So as you can see from this graph with anxiety disorders, based on symptoms people reported, and they did anxiety scales, general anxiety disorder scales, assessments. You can see the very high numbers in May of 2020. Just from May 14th through the 19th, 2020. That's only 5 days. And you can see how high the anxiety was during that time compared to 6 months in 2019 from January to June. So that's an extreme difference in the rise of anxiety. So my community partner is Lisa Greenlow. She's the founder and chief visionary officer of Purpose Journey and Purpose Journal. She is an entrepreneur. She's mission driven with a passion for helping individuals and organizations achieve sustainable well-being and success. Success built on the foundation of their unique strengths, values, and purpose. Lisa's a certified professional coach and emotional intelligence coach who's held leadership positions in a variety of corporate, government, advocacy, and consulting organizations throughout the country. Her breadth and depth of experience results in holistic systems thinking and a unique ability to integrate an organization's what, why, and how throughout its strategic and cultural initiatives. She's known for her supportive, thought-provoking coaching approach and a commitment to fostering trust, accountability, and shared commitment with colleagues, clients, and other stakeholders. Lisa has a passion for cultivating connection, finding common ground among diverse stakeholders, and creating positive change. She is especially energized by achieving results in challenging, complex environments where the opportunity for transformation and impact is often greatest. So Purpose Journey has a commitment to make an impact on the community. They contribute to the communities they serve, and that is a vital aspect to their mission. They donate dozens of hours pro bono, consulting, training, coaching, and facilitating services. They donate thousands of dollars in nonprofit event sponsorships and in-kind donations. They're especially drawn to cross-sector collaborations that accelerate positive collective impact through innovative problem solving and meaningful action. Since launching Purpose Journals by Purpose Journey in 2020, they've joyfully donated thousands of their writing journals to nonprofits, from domestic violence shelters, recovery centers, and hospitals to youth development, social advocacy, and leadership programs. They share journals as an expression of gratitude and support to veterans, first responders, frontline healthcare professionals, and others who generously serve and sacrifice to make the community and the world a better place to live. So Journal for Change has a Journal for Change series right now, and these are just a couple of the journals that are part of a special series. And each journal that they sell, $1 gets donated to a meaningful cause. And there's the Love Journal, and it benefits the well-being and success of girls and young women. And the Replenished by Nature Journal benefits environmental and conservation causes. So some more benefits of journaling. Journaling keeps a record of your personal growth and the changes that take place in your life from year to year. You can also keep a timeline and memories, special occasions, um, cool things that happen. If you feel like something was a coincidence or a miracle happened, you can always jot those things down in your journal, and then you have something to reflect on later. If you save those journals, and as time goes by, you forget things, then you can look at that, and you can have a good laugh, maybe have a good cry, whatever it is wherever it hits you. The four fundamentals of journaling are to create your environment, reflect with others, optimize your experience, and leverage your resources. Be intentional about your inner and outer conditions when you're journaling. You want to be comfortable. You want to be where there's not a lot of distractions or interruptions. Um, you also maybe want to find a peaceful place, maybe the beach, a park. You might want to wear your earbuds if people are there, make it even more quiet and peaceful. I know that music is a really big part of many people's lives, and music's also very motivating and soothing. That could really help you to kind of be in the moment. So, as part of my volunteer experience, I helped Lisa do a bunch of research on wellness or well-being toolkits. She's putting one together for her upcoming end of season retreat and celebration. It's her first annual, so it's very exciting. It's really coming together nicely, and I really enjoyed getting to help her. It taught me a lot about what I would put in my own wellness toolkit. We need to get rest. We need to get the proper nutrition. Um, we need to be around positive, inspiring people. We need to have goals. We need to create opportunities in our life that help us grow, they cause enrichment. Um, yeah, it's just been a very good experience doing this. And I hope you go on her website and check it out. So I also helped with an event at the Naples Botanical Gardens. Um, we got to take a group out there and spend 2 hours just walking through the gardens and seeing all the really unique plants that are they're native to Florida, but they're also native to the surrounding coasts like Costa Rica and Honduras and Cuba and all of the international the islands as well. Um, Really, really neat place out there. If you've never been to the botanical gardens, I highly recommend it. They have an orchid garden that is to die for. If you love that kind of stuff, it's just really cool. So as I mentioned in the last slide, um, the orchid garden was amazing at um, the botanical gardens. And so I snapped a few shots of those orchids and a couple of other really pretty waterfall and a gazebo. It was just really nice out there, and they had the coolest tree. Um, it looked like a tree that they would have in Whoville, and it had these big pink flowers on it, and they kind of looked like brooms. I don't know how else to describe it. Um, so I hope you like the pictures. So, in conclusion, really had a great experience with this project. I believe that I connected to the course objectives. Um, I was creative, I served, um, I received, I got to use my giftings, um, I got to help other people, I got to be encouraging. Uh, Everything that I feel like a volunteer experience would have, I I got that through this. I'm very grateful that we had this assignment. I enjoyed it. Um, it was a lot of fun, and I learned more and more and more about about journaling and about self-help and, the tools that are available to help ourselves. We don't have to ever be stuck. There's always someone out there with a hand out that wants to help other people. And I hope everyone else had a great experience watching my video, and I hope you learned something from it that you can use. Thank you.